Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. This is Coco and I'm Litza, and we'd just like to welcome you along tonight so we can give you a little update on what happened at the markets. Coco has had her dinner and it is time now for her little treat. It's going to be a little piece of banana. She knows it's coming, so she's not even looking in the camera. There she is there. I'll give it to her now and then I'll pop her right down so that she can enjoy her little treat. So bye-bye from Coco. Here you go. There you go. Good girl. Okay, I'll wipe that little bit of banana off my hands. So welcome everybody. It's been 24 hours since we finished from the markets and we're still enjoying all the lovely memories that we made, and I thought it's best we come on now and give you a little rundown of everything that happened on the day. It started off very, very busy because we were setting up, and some of you may have seen our morning video before we left when I gave you a little roundup of all the inventory and then a little sneak peek at how we had set up for the day. So now I'll just give you a little summary of the whole day's events. The very first thing that I want to say that I took away from the day was the conversations that I had with people around crochet. It was amazing how many people from all walks of life and different ages were coming across to see us and have a chat and reminiscing about the days where someone had either gifted them something made out of crochet, for example, dresses and skirts. And, you know, I myself had a bikini back in the 70s and a lot of us did. And that was a really good memory that we all shared. And I also had people who had crocheted a blanket for their first grandchild who is now in their 30s, having their own babies, and they're crocheting for them, and how, it becomes something that is handed down from generation to generation and treasured. And after all, isn't this why we do what we do? Crochet for love and to share with those that we love. So that was beautiful, that it was still a part of the community, and it brought back so many happy memories for so many. And then on the flip side, we had people that weren't very familiar with crochet, thought that it was knitting, and I kept saying, please don't swear at me, it's crochet. Nothing against knitters, I've knitted myself just to make everybody laugh and, to make a little bit of, light of the day. And so these people were then touching and feeling something that they hadn't seen before. Conversations were had around it. And again, engaging with the community, sharing our experience with crochet, making them aware. So that part of the day was awesome. And that continued throughout the whole day. So if we weren't talking about the items that were on sale, and if we weren't, watching the show, because we were very lucky where we were situated, the stage was right next to us, so we got to see everything up close, like all the acts and the dances and the performances, and there was an amazing violinist, and then there was all types of dance, and then of course the night ended with the carols. So when that wasn't happening and we weren't singing and dancing along to that as well, there was no opportunity to actually do any crochet. So any plans that I had about crocheting went out the window. But my very, very close friend Simone, and thank you Simone for spending the whole entire day there with me. You saved me on so many occasions, and you were just such a joy to hang out with all day. She was crocheting at some stage, so people were coming up to her and asking her questions as well. Again, engaging the community. And one of the loveliest things that happened, a lovely, lovely lady called Magdi, short for Magdalene, she came across to the stall and she saw, because we had some of the blankets up at one stage as well, and she saw the granny square. And she asked if we could show her how to start it. She said, I recognize the stitches, I know how to follow on, I know how to end, I just don't remember how to start. So of course, it was our absolute pleasure to help us. I said, look, come back at any time, because she wanted to walk around at the time, it was still early on. I said, anytime you wish, please come back. I have hook and yarn here with me, and we can sit down and do a very quick little lesson, because she already knew how to crochet. It was just a very simple little lesson that she needed. And she did come back, and we did sit down and had conversation, and then I showed her how to start off with the chain, and then, do your corners and your 3 double crochet and what have you to create the start of a granny square. And not only was she very grateful, I was grateful for the opportunity. And she did something which was totally uncalled for and so amazing of her. She gifted me a whole bag of yarn. Now in here are some of her treasures, and she decided that she wanted to share them with me. I did offer some to Simone, but she was happy to say, let's keep them here and, you know, we can share them if we ever need to. But these are some yarns that I have never ever worked with or come across before. And I could not believe that she wanted to part with them just to say thank you. In actual fact, I was thanking her for the opportunity. But this is the kindness. This is the world that we live in. Crocheters, crafters, we're all just amazing humans, I believe, that just love to share. So that was someone, again, who led with kindness, and it was totally unexpected and so very, very welcome. So thank you, Magdi. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a beautiful night, and I hope that you've started crocheting something with your granny square. So I gave her my number. Maybe one day she'll call me and maybe I can update you on that as well. So that was pretty much the rundown on, you know, how we engage with the community and how the day went. As you can see from my face, it was one of the best days I've had for a very long time. Yes, it was a very long day. Yes, by the end of the night, I was exhausted. I came home, had a shower, and made a nice cup of tea. I didn't even want to eat. It was just, there was so much in my head. I was buzzing and my body was like, okay, I'm done. Let's just have a rest now. So that was the end of that day. But what you're really here for is to get a roundup on how we went, how successful the markets were. I feel they were a great success because of the reasons I've given you. But let's see how we went, you know, with the inventory that I had and what I brought back home. I am going to put my glasses on so I get the stats right for you. Now, I'm going to start off with what was the most surprising item of the day. And I wish that if I had known, but you don't know, you learn as you go. I guess it's this time of the year and the look of them as well. The water bottle holders went in the first 22 minutes. It was crazy. And I had nothing to show after that. So 5 of them went instantly. And one of the people that purchased a couple of them came back through the day, and she placed an order, which I'm working on now, for a grey and a yellow one. So I have started making these for her. I'm hoping to have them ready for her, if not by tomorrow, the next day. And that was just amazing. I just wish that I had kept one as a sample to show people. So the biggest surprise of the day were the water bottle holders. So I will be keeping that in mind. So let's move along after that. Now the lovies, if you recall, or if you haven't seen that video, we took across 11 of the beautiful lovies and we sold 5. And the scrunchies, we took across 37 and we sold 15. The little coaster sets, and I'll just grab them for you now. So the little coaster sets, we took across 9 and we sold 4. The headbands, so we had the wider ones, which is this one here. So we took across 7 and we sold 3. And then the thinner ones, we had 6 and we sold 4. So that was the headbands. Then we had the ear warmers. I'll show you my favorite one, of course. I'm kind of glad that this one didn't sell because I get to keep it. So the ear warmers, we had 10 and then we sold 3. So beg your pardon, and we had the stars. Now the stars were the biggest surprise for me because I thought they were $1 or $2 each, that they would just fly out the door. Because let's be real, it's only $1 or $2, but they weren't as successful as I thought, but that's okay. We took 116 and we sold 4, which we're calling like the tags, and 4 of the tinsel, so in total 8. So was it a successful day? Absolutely. I went in there with no expectation other than to showcase my crochet, which I did do, and that was amazing. The people had so much fun coming across to us. A lot of the children, we allowed them, there was no issue. They just wanted a photo with the plushies, which the lovies, which we said, hey, no problem at all, as long as you don't get your ice cream on there. That's all we asked. And that was really cute that they came across and did all that. And by the end of the day, I did a quick tally for us. So if anyone is interested, and this is all Australian dollars, so the lovies were $25 each, so that was $125. The scrunchies, we sold 15 at $5 each, and that was $75. We sold 4 sets of the coasters at $10 each, that's $40. The headbands in total were $24 for the wide and $20 for the thinner ones. Then the ear warmers, we got to $30 for the 3. And the stars, we made a total of $8. And the water bottles was $105, including the 2 on order. So in total, we made a whopping $403. Now, of course, you're going to say, Melissa, you've got to take away your expenses and your yarn and your time. Well, I say this to everybody. The yarn just came from my stash all around this room. When it comes to crochet, I crochet every single day. So I absolutely love doing, making every single item. And the bonus is this now. I've got a head start on all my Christmas gifts for my family and friends. So I think it was a win-win situation. I absolutely love the experience. And one of the highlights of the day too was that so many of our family and friends came across, and they supported such an amazing event at our school, which was the markets, and then they stayed for the carols, and I got to hang out with them and take photos with them and have chats with them. So for me, it was a total success the whole day. Would I do it again? Absolutely. And I would not hesitate to say to all of you, go and give it a go if you've ever thought about it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. And if you make an event of it yourself and join in all the festivities, wherever you are, wherever the markets or craft fairs or whatever they call them, take place, take that opportunity, even if you experience it once, just to say, hey, I've done it. If it's something you wish to do. Absolutely don't worry about it if it's nothing yet that you've ever considered. But for me, it was very satisfying, very rewarding, and I'm so glad that I got to experience it. I just hope that all of you got something out of this as well. Possibly you were considering doing something like this, or you just enjoyed the journey. But I just want to thank you all for coming along on this journey with me. I have had so much fun sharing it with you. I probably wouldn't have had so much fun if I didn't have such a huge community to share it with. Let's be real, my family and friends are this big, the circle, and all of you out there, there's another 500 odd of you. So thank you so much once again for indulging me and allowing me to just share this joy and journey with you. So right now I'm going to step back and say I hope you've all had a wonderful day, because it is the end of the day here where I am, and possibly almost the beginning of your day where you are. So whether it's the end of your day or the start of your day, I hope you have an amazing one. Please make the most of it and enjoy every single moment. And whether it's with just yourself or with somebody else, please lead with kindness. And I always say, please start with yourself. The kindness has to start here so we can share it with everybody. And I just want to thank you one more time, and have a beautiful, beautiful time crocheting. Whenever that may happen, whether it's now or soon, just please enjoy that moment, because that is our calming time, the time that we enjoy the most. Well, I know I absolutely do. So I'm going to try and finish those water bottle holders now, because I'd love to get them to the recipient as soon as I can, because I know that she really, really wants them. And then I'll get on to the next project. Now we'll actually have time to start planning for Christmas. So please come and join me for that journey as well. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.